Today we're having a look at a little pineapple plant I've got here. This is actually an ornamental pineapple, and I got it quite a while ago because there's a little cute baby pineapple, a little ornamental one, a really small bite-sized one, growing from a little stem. It looked really funky and really cute, and it just sat there looking gorgeous for ages. The thing about keeping it was just watering it. You just pour the water down here, and then it just gets into the whole plant. This is the mother plant here. Now what happens is the pineapple then sort of was totally finished after a few months, so it sort of started drooping, and we picked it and we actually ate it. Even though it was so small, there was a little bit of pineapple in there, and it was really sweet and delicious. But the main thing is, because it's ornamental, it's just really cute and miniature size. So after they fruit, this plant here is the one that fruited. It will not fruit again, but what it does do, you can of course plant the top of the pineapple itself, because that's how they grow, but also these guys, it's produced so many of these extra little babies, which are called pups. So they're growing next to the mother plant, and you see this one is actually the first one. It's going right next to the mother plant there. This is the mother plant over here. So it's looking really healthy, and I think, you know, within not too distant future, we should get a pineapple from him. And this is another one that's also there quite early on. And then there's just loads of babies coming everywhere. So what I'm thinking is that it's outgrowing the pot. They do say you can remove each and every one of them into separate pots. I just haven't got space for that many. I want to keep them sort of in a bunch like this. I'm thinking about trimming down the mother one, because he's not going to be growing any more fruits from him, and he's probably just taking up lots of energy. So I'll just trim him right back. And then I've got this nice big pot here. I'm going to repot this guy into it, so the whole clump together. I've got myself some of this that I've had for quite a while, cactus and succulent repotting mix. It's just a really well draining one, and it's one I've had it for quite a while. I've just been using it for all of my, you can see the soil in there, for all of my little succulents and everything. It's just really handy to have that kind of soil ready to go. So I'm just going to get it all put in the pot and see how it goes. I just wanted to show you how the roots look. It is really a well-rooted guy. Look at him, he's pretty pot-bound here. So I actually wonder if he's going to be okay in this pot. It's a little bit small. I'll have to settle him in and see how it goes. But yeah, he's got lots and lots of roots there. He's definitely needing an upsize. Look at that. It's a healthy thing, huh? Lovely. So I've got them all potted up now in some wonderful cactus and succulent potting mix. What I actually did is I put the big bunch of plants into this pot here, and I really trimmed, as you can see, the mother plant, because it's not going to do anything, and I didn't want to tear all the plants apart because I didn't want to ruin the roots too much. But I did get this guy separated. He's the biggest one. I think he's probably the one that's going to be flowering and fruiting first. And it's funny now to see him in his pot on his own and think about how they were all squished in there together. There's not much space at all, but there should be plenty of space for him on his own. He didn't have many roots he came up with. And then this little baby also came apart from the others, so he's just a little bit separate from the rest of them. But I hope they'll be happy here. I hope they'll do well. I just try to keep them well watered. I think they want to have kind of moist soil, but obviously it's really well draining mix too, so they don't sit sopping in it. No one likes to be sopping wet. And then the funny thing is, the way you water them is you just pour the water into like a funnel here, right down here, into the plant. That's how you water them. So yeah, hopefully they'll be really happy in this little area. And I'll let you see any updates if and when they start flowering and fruiting, hopefully before too long. I'm going to put them in a bright sunny position now over winter, because they're in the house. We're in England, so they're not going to be outside at all. They're just house plants, just ornamental, pretty little things. So I'm going to put them in a nice, hot, sunny spot and see how they do. And I'll see you next time. Until then, happy gardening!